So it's still sprinkling a tad bit, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. I'm sitting here watching a robin and a squirrel play around while I'm listening to some woodpeckers and some red-winged blackbirds. But I thought about pulling out the other camera, but I just don't feel like doing it. I'm starting to get my headache back again, but it's so nice out here. So some things that I know for a fact I don't have out here is I have a nice little tin that I use as an oven. I didn't bring that. I didn't bring my 5-gallon bucket toilet either, which is fine. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I didn't bring, and then there's plenty of stuff I brought that I probably will never use. But I've been thinking about digging out my flashlight, but then I thought, nah, it gets dark, I'll just go to sleep. Maybe film a few minutes, but I don't think I'm going to film too much in the dark. Thought about digging out my can opener, because I'm eventually going to get hungry tonight. I might do that. I might dig out the flashlight and the can opener while I'm just sitting under here, because it's still raining out there and I don't want to go out there yet. I did, however, make sure that I brought in a little bit of firewood underneath. So it's sitting back here behind me. I had it sitting out a little bit out here, but it was kind of getting rained on a little bit. So I pulled it in underneath here. So I do have firewood if I want it. I'm sure I can still find dry wood out there. But I think right now I might find the can opener and the flashlight. I think that's my mission. That'll be my mission for right now, if I so choose to take that mission. So come out, I'm gonna have to gather up a little bit of leaves. I was looking around the camp, or looking around my shelter, and I found a couple spots that are open. And if it rains too bad, it's gonna start leaking water in, so I'm gonna make sure that I get those taken care of right now. It's starting to rain again. I tossed some more leaves and a bunch of other debris on top of the shelter there. And I started tossing some greenery, which actually, hopefully some of that will take root and actually start growing. We'll see. But, well, clearly some of it fell through. So I got that hole fixed, or at least mainly fixed. And it's continuing to rain. The birds seem to enjoy it. It's definitely lazy day, do nothing weather. One thing I don't have with me is a watch, because I don't carry watches with me. I don't wear a watch because I generally don't care what time it is. So I have no idea. So it just stopped raining again, and I was laying here trying to figure out what I was going to do. So I went up to the van and I grabbed an umbrella. I'm thinking I might try to use it to shelter the fire pit a little bit, see if maybe I can get a fire going. But I dug out my flashlight, and while I did that, when I was up there in the van, I went ahead and grabbed a couple pieces of mail that I've received, and I was gonna do an opening for. So I thought I would do that at some point today. So I got that. So I'm laying here, and I've also realized something else. Every time I hit these pieces of wood up here, I get dust and debris falling all over me. But that's okay. So anyways, it's not horribly cramped in here, but I do have a lot of shit. Let's see here. Brought in the firewood, like I said earlier. That's right there, just in case. I have some cookware right there. Some food right here. I have some arrows and my bow right back there. More gear here. I got a 2 liter of lemonade and a 2 liter of water. I do have a 2 liter of water also up in the van, just in case. While I was up at the van, I grabbed a pair of my old shoes and a towel and a pair of shorts. And to be totally honest, I might put those on and go into the creek and do a walk. I don't know. I'm just possibly do that. And up here, I have my camera, and then back right here, there's my main ruck. That's my ruck for my trapping, and I have a little blanket right here in front, and I'm laying on a blanket for a pillow. So anyway, I'm gonna get something to drink, consider getting a fire going. I still haven't decided whether I'm going to do that. I can dig through my pack and pull out one of my stoves and just kind of do that and use my stove if I get too hungry and I don't want to start a fire. I definitely got to do mail sometime tonight before it gets dark, and I also want to put on, I really want to put on those old shoes and shorts and just go walking down the creek. Lounging around and just laying here and doing nothing just does not suit my nature. And to be totally honest, that's about all I've been able to get done today, is just laying around in here while it rained. Like I said, just before it started raining, I ran up to the van and it poured down pretty good, and I stayed in the van until it stopped, and grabbed a few things and came down. After it stopped, came down back into the shelter. But I'm loving it. I just need to learn to relax and not stay so darn busy.